What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Baltimore Ravens. The season's still just getting started. We're off in week 3. And this isn't even going to be close, partner. The opening kick. Off fails to reach the landing zone, so they're going to have to defend from the 40 to begin this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. Runs around him, he's got space. At the 20. He goes the distance, touchdown, LA! The Chargers take the lead on the first play of the drive.
Touchdown, Chargers!
Well, that was quite a way to begin this game, Kate, offensively. And quite a worrying way for those 11 guys defensively. We know that stopping the run's a core component of all of these defensive game plans, and they just put that plan through the shredder.
That one right down the middle. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the run back of the 27.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Trying to make here for Lamar. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. This one's set up for Lamar. He will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that's going to be a Baltimore first.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did, tote the ball himself for a big run.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First down, here's Lamar. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First down throw for Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
He works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it in addition to slinging it all over the field.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chain. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. Fourth down. Here's Jackson. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced. Brock had to try and go for it. But they turn it over on downs.
You know, kid, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Here's Hampton to open the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Running back sent in motion. Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. Downfield finds Lambert Smith. And he is tagged right as he brings that one in, Brock. But a solid gain right up towards that midfield stripe. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's going to be good for an LA first down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. 1st and 10, Herbert. Vacates quickly left side. Completed here to Johnston. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory.
As soon as he starts to escape, Kate, you can almost see that gunslinger mentality come to life. It takes really perfect defense to hold up and keep him from finding something. But go get that first down. They couldn't do it right there.
Herbert from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stop just a little bit shy of the marker.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Third and just 2 to go. They kick the running back in motion. On 3rd and 2, Herbert. That one's caught. This is Lambert Smith. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. They get 22 out of that play. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up second down and 21. And they just get the play off. And apparently he sees no other option than to get rid of it on what is the final play of our first quarter. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll be back to Baltimore in just a bit. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's third and very long. Here he goes, third and long. Fits it through the middle. Picked up a good chunk, but they stop him shy of the first. It's fourth and short.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Herbert throwing on fourth down. This is hauled in by Harris. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a first and goal.
There's no question. The greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Herbert now off the play fake. Rolling out to his left. And he's caught in the end zone for the LA touchdown. The Chargers pull that in front further, 13-zip. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Well, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route, just like a receiver would, but it's a totally different animal. It's a nightmare for these defenses.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. Ravens to the line now. First and 10. Now here's Lamar. Lasers this one deep down the middle. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Nice pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Air it out on third. He puts some juice on a deep throw. Big gain downfield. And he will take this down near the opposing 35-yard line.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that can stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes, and what a difference it can make for an offense.
Jackson's going to throw again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast.
A big loss on the play. Brings up second down.
A designed run. Jackson keeping it. And it's almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James.
49-yard line.
I could promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Third and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No way, you're kidding me!
Fourth and forever coming up. Now throw for it. Escapes the pocket. Rolling and takes it. This is caught inside the 15. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens start to fight back with their first points of this game. It's a Tez Walker touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with a receiver with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Luke tacks on the extra points. And the Ravens chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
14. Ravens 7. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. Out of the gun, here's Hampton. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
Clock is ticked down. We've reached our 2-minute warning. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's Hampton on 2nd. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. The rookie out of Alabama there on the tackle.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
22-yard line.
Throwing on 1st is Herbert. On to the left side, and Johnston has it. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop was made.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, keep it cool.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Well, even the toughest in the league to catch can still be caught at times. It just takes a defense that's determined and relentless. And the real big key, when you get that split second, you got to take advantage of that opportunity. Defense just did.
Herbert here, 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that brings up 4th and long.
A 42-yard attempt.
Dicker connects there. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. The left side cut by Andrews. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35.
13 yards on the play.
They've got 1st down here from the 36.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Continuing to move past the 45. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Jackson yet again. Andrews has it, working downfield. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 1st and 10 from the 32. Lamar throwing again. Getting out to his left. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
And again, it's Jackson. Cox, that's Arian Smith. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Tyler Loop out for the Ravens to attempt his field goal. It's a 44-yard look from the right hash. Just 2 seconds left in the half as we get a timeout. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's a 44-yard look from the right hash. This is going to be no good. Snap wasn't clean, Brock. That kick pushed to the right. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Returning it from the 4. And they get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Connects on the crosser. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down.
You know, Kit, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Jackson to throw it. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Brings up 2nd down.
Throwing from the gun. Throwing this one back at the end zone. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, discussing them, and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
4th and forever coming up. Fourth down, pass coming. Going deep here for the end zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted.
This is one of the toughest tests yet of this game for the defense so far, Kate. Boy, not only did they hold up, but they turned some momentum with that interception in the end zone.
L.A. bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Hampton gets the handoff. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. As a man, it's Lambert Smith. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. New set of downs from the 37.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Chargers.
Herbert on 1st down. Pass is caught by Lambert Smith. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Shotgun give to Hampton. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
A loss of a yard on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Herbert from the gun. This is hauled in by Harris. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Going right this time with Hampton. They're coming together a yard there. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They send a man in motion. Back to Hampton. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
On 3rd down, Herbert has him on the quick hitter. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
On 4th down, here's Herbert. That one's good to McConkey. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on 4th.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First down now, ball at the 33.
First down.
Hampton trying the left side. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone.
It's a gain of 11.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Chargers football as they try to hang on to a lead in a close game.
First down, Los Angeles.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Again, it's Hampton. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Running it with Hampton. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. The Chargers can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Matt McConkey with a touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers take a 3-possession lead.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Back to work after throwing the pick. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Juan Thornhill takes it away. And the Chargers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go left side with Hampton. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Herbert now off the play fake. He rolls to his right. Oh, shouldn't have let that one go. It's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Their first pick of the game comes at an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. He put everything he had into this one. He's got it inside the 25. And this will reach the red zone. He takes it down to the 17.
It's a gain of 60
Offense to the line
yards.
fast.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
First down. Here's Lamar. Has him running the comeback. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Taz Walker touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Here's Luke for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Ravens cut the lead down to 10.
Chargers 24. Ravens 14.
Still down a couple of scores after that. They're going to set up for the onside kick.
For Baltimore.
And no problem for the Chargers. They cover it up. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
And he needed just 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
They've got a man in motion. A run now with Hampton. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Shotgun snap to Herbert. And the defender's there to knock this away. That effort means it's 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
The lead looks safe, but the penalty's staying down. They're going for this. Herbert throwing on 4th down. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down at the 30. So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on 4th down, Brock. They're moving the chains.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Chargers nearing their first win of the season. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running back sent in motion. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Hampton now up the middle. That's a nice lane there. That's good for 6 yards. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And inside give to Hampton. And he's got the Charger 1st down. And that should be all she wrote in this one.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Hampton. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
These defensive ends today are so good, Kate, with their hands, and it's often right off the jump. If you can win with your hands, if you can create space, you can get a tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a run by Hampton. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work on the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Third and long for him here. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. All right, Brock, take me inside the helmet of a quarterback here. As you're laying there after taking that hit, are you asking your lineman? Are you listening to the crowd? What are you doing to find out if you made the connection?
Yes and yes and yes to all of that. You're listening to the crowd. That's kind of your first indicator as you're laying there. That roar, what is it? Is it a touchdown? Is it a pick? And then your buddies let you know right away as they pick you off the ground, and that is a hit you will take for 6 every time.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Fields the hard squib kick. And after the dive, they'll be set up with some okay field position here. So the Chargers take this one on the road. Brock, I know you know this firsthand. All the way across the country. Feels like you're playing in the morning. You played in a lot of these. That is not an easy thing to do what they just did.
And you know what, Kate? You look back, even like the Niners of the 80s, those really good teams, they struggled in these 10 a.m. kickoffs on their body clock. You know who changed it? Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll and the Legion of Boom said enough's enough. If you're good enough and we build up enough talent, we can also end this mystique or this problem of that early kick.
Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Huard and our entire hard-working crew.